Ugh. Ugh. I'm just, I'm getting frazzled just thinking about it. Ugh. So, let's talk about. I can't even. Cuties. Okay, this movie is awful. Like, you know what? I don't even want to focus on anything cinematic. Or, I mean, I do, but it's literally the cinematography that I'll be talking about, though. But, and apart from that, I don't want to talk about anything cinematic. I don't want to talk about pacing. I don't want to talk about character development. I want to talk about the fact that they are sexualizing children in order to get across the message that you shouldn't sexualize children? How you do that? What I do that at? What? What? Oh, what? I don't understand. I don't get it. Like, what? Like, it doesn't make sense to me that there are people out there saying things like, yes, they exploit children, but stop right there. You're good. You're good. They've exploited children. That's it. That's what we should be talking about. That's it. Like it's just like the whole point is not to put small children in compromising positions in which the whole world can ogle at them, shaking their behinds, like being in positions that they really don't understand, like what these things mean. And we're getting a first-hand is the movie itself supposed to be an example? It's just like you know, like I in some weird way I get what maybe they were trying to go for. You know, you like the point is to shock people. But there's a line. There's a fucking line. You have used real children, first off. And then secondly, like the things that they do in this film. Oh my god, it's just straight up child porn. just It's just straight up child porn, and it kind of feels like they're trying to like normalize liking that shit. That's what it kind of feels like, cause like all the camera angles, like you notice like just the way they zoom in on certain things. You know what I mean? Like when the little girls, the little small children that should not be moving in this fashion do things like, or like, you know, anything involving their hind areas or their front area, the camera zooms in so real slow, like we're in a fucking porn. No, it's not just the fact that these girls are doing it the way that if they had shot it differently, I wouldn't be I still would be a little peeved that they used these girls like and are still like kind of in opposition to what they say they're trying to stop. But it's just like there's just so much wrong here. There's so much wrong, and it makes me really suspect the people that made this movie. Like, I literally want to call the police on every single person involved. Really though, I do. I do. Like, y'all sat through that whole audition process with all these little girls shaking their asses, and everyone involved just sat back and thought, hey, yeah, this is fine. I'm not creeped out. I'm not uncomfortable at all. Y'all sat back and saw that and let that keep going. So many people, through the process of which it was made, so many different people at different levels of power all green-lighted this shit. They all green-lighted it. It made it to public view. This literal child porn is people are watching it at home like it's just another movie. Like it's just another movie on Netflix. Like let's Netflix and chill and watch some fucking cuties. Like stop. I don't really know the intentions behind this movie. I really don't. um, I just feel so dumb. I feel like an idiot, and I feel like I'm patronizing anyone who's watching this by saying that you shouldn't be doing like the thing that you say that's bad in order to get across. You don't have to go out like I'm not gonna like. Just doesn't make sense. Just it doesn't make sense to me, and it doesn't make sense. It don't make sense. It does not compute. I could sit here all day trying to sit around and rationalize why the hell this movie was made. But at the end of the day, and I think it really just comes down to the fact that like the people that made this movie made what they wanted to see. I think that's what it's really about. They made what they wanted to see. Shit, man, like this whole fucking country is going to hell in a handbasket. I swear to fucking God. It really seems to me as if they're trying to normalize pedophilia to the point where it just, like, they could have went about it so many different ways. They could have animated it. They could have, I don't know. My husband made a joke that they could have used, they should have used midgets. And I mean, like, yeah, like, I would have preferred that. Anything but real fucking children. Don't exploit children. Don't exploit children. Just don't. Just leave children alone. Quick insert. So, the lady who made this film, she did an interview wherein she was talking about how the reason she made the film was because she came upon these little girls in public who would be dancing adult-like, and she wanted to send the message out to these little girls that that's not really an appropriate thing to do and that it could get you in some really weird and messed up situations. But here's the thing. I don't even fuck with that reasoning at all, and I don't believe her because... One, the movie is rated MA, mature. Kids can't watch this shit. So, there goes a lot of the audience that you supposedly made this movie for. And then on top of that, here's the thing. Here's my thing. It's like, yes, it's not appropriate for kids to be dancing like that. But from what I can tell, the kids wanted to be dancing like that. And you just so happen to come upon it. Whereas in your movie, you are literally forcing little girls to dance like this, but passing it off as though you don't want little girls to be dancing like this. Like they are forced. Like in the movie, when you see these little girls dancing, it's not like they're like all into it. No, they're little girls. They don't know what they're doing. So of course they're like staring off into space, probably thinking something akin to, why have my parents sold me? It's ridiculous. But I guess that's my point. That's my point. That this is all just a thinly veiled attempt to make child porn. That's how I feel. I don't know if it's true. That's how I'm feeling. To me, I feel like art really does come down to intention. And so if you have certain intentions, those intentions are going to come across in that art. So, I mean, look at those camera angles. Look at that lack of story. From what I've heard, there is no point to the movie. My friend said he watched it and there was no point, and he just felt gross afterwards because there was just no fucking point. It just feels like this movie is that kind of like awareness of what it is. You know what I mean? An awareness of how society sees it and the need to protect itself from scrutiny by aligning itself with like the contrary position, like, oh, we're gonna sexualize children, but we're also gonna make it a message about how it's not good to sexualize children. No, you can't do it, but we're gonna do it just to show you that you shouldn't do it. What? I'm confused. confused. I'm in so much confusion. Like, oh, for real? Oh, for real? Oh, for real? Is that what we're doing now? Okay, yeah, killing people is wrong. I guess I'll go out with my video camera and show you just how wrong it is. Like, is that the kind of culture we live in now? Where we can just do a thing, videotape it, show it to the world, and say, you can't do this. And, like, take them to jail. They've made and solicited child porn. That's all it is. That's all it is. Just take them to jail. Take them to jail. Go away. Never come back. Never come back. They'll never come back. If you like this movie, you should be concerned. If you genuinely liked this movie and didn't find anything wrong with it and weren't uncomfortable in the least, you should be concerned about what's wrong with your life, because something ain't right. Something ain't quite right. You need to go get something checked out. I don't know. Something ain't right. Like, you fuck kids. Like I just don't know. I just don't know. Shit, I am side-eyeing the whole industry now. I've just kind of come to this, like, this whatchamacallit, that most people in the industry, the music industry, entertainment industry in general, like, most of them are backwards ass motherfuckers. Like, it's just what it is. Can't trust anybody. But yeah, cuties is disgusting. I hope it burns in hell forever and ever. And I think I've pretty much said my piece. This has been Rez, and I'm gonna go fuck off now.